Hello, my name is Dustin Brown. I've lost 285 pounds and I went through an 8-hour skin removal surgery 6 months ago. And I'm going to tell you all about the Jackson-Pratt drain, how it works, why you need it, and how to take care of these things because they're very important. So if you're going to have any kind of surgery where you need to drain fluid from your body, you're going to want to pay attention to this. So first I'm going to show you what a Jackson-Pratt drain is. It's simply a bulb to collect fluid with a solid tube. And then as you see right here, there is a stitch here. And that is actually where it was stitched into my skin to hold it into place, meaning that everywhere after the skin was actually inside of my body at one point. I'm going to show you exactly where this goes and why. In order to further demonstrate, I am going to remove my shirt for educational purposes only. All right, so I'm going to show you where this was attached into my body and then why. All right, so this is my lower scar. You can see my lower scar, how low it was. And then this right here, this hole right here is where the drain was. So we're gonna remember that's right here. I'm gonna add up the stitch to where that was on my body. This is stitched to my side and the rest of this is going up into my body, all the way up here. I've got one on each side. I've got one on the left and one on the right. And you can see that that goes pretty far up. Now the material after the stitch is not solid. This is all porous material, meaning that any fluid that is along this whole line will be pulled into this. And how does it get pulled into this? Well, the Jackson-Pratt drain is actually pretty simple. It is completely suction based. It is not gravity based at all. A lot of people think that you have to have it lower to catch it, but no, you can have it around your neck, you can have it above you. It is completely 100% suction based, and all you do after you drain your fluid is you open this up, you drain the fluid that needs to be drained out, and then you squeeze this up to get all the air out of it, and you cap it. And that creates the suction. Now, this will be inside of your body, so it's not going to fill up fast, and it's not gonna make the sound this is about to make, but it does create a suction, as you can see here. And then once that fills up with fluid, you drain the fluid, you measure the fluid because you need to keep track of it to know how much your body is eliminated and when those drains can come out. Now, a lot of people really hate the drains. It's their worst part of surgery, but I want to tell you how important these are as someone who actually had one pulled out too early. And so before I do that, I want to explain to you exactly why these are needed. Now, why are you going to have so much fluid? All right, so I had the fleur-de-lis, which means not only did they cut me along here all the way around, but they also cut me up the middle as well. Now, I had a whole lot of loose skin. So when you have a whole lot of loose skin that needs to be removed, they basically cut you here, and then they take this skin over here and they pull it. Right? In order to do that, you only see this cut right here, but they actually have to sever all of the connective tissue through this entire area. So while you're only seeing this, what has actually had surgery on it is this entire area has been dissected. And there's all of these lymph vessels in here and all of this extra skin. So what happens is all of those vessels get cut. You create this space that was not there before because your tissue was adhered and you are healing. So massive fluid is going to go in there. Not only the fluid that you'd normally be getting rid of through the pores of your skin, which are no longer there, but you have a lot of fluid collecting for the healing process and no way to remove that fluid. So now we have a lot of space created and we have a lot of fluid in it, and the only way to get that out is with one of these drains. So they put them up in there, they suck the fluid until the fluid goes down and is able to figure out what to do with it, which can take quite some time. Now, here is a cautionary tale because these are very important, so be careful with them. I would keep them around a lanyard all of the time. This is my right drainage tube, and I pulled this one out on my own when it stopped draining, but my left was still putting off significant fluid. And I was in my mother's car, I had it like this, and I decided to put the drain in my pocket, right? So I got out and the seatbelt got caught on it right here, and it pulled it out of my entire body in an instant. And once these come out, they usually don't put them back in because that would be a major operation. They put them in when you're in there. So I had to just do without it, which meant that I had a lot of swelling in this area that moved down to my legs and thighs because my body could not get rid of the fluid. I had to go get lymphatic drainage massages for months. It was very uncomfortable. It was painful. It was worrying. Protect these drains. I know that they seem like a bane and a burden, but they are super important and they are helping you do something that your body is not capable of doing yet. So that is how a Jackson-Pratt drain works. I hope this helped. If you're having this surgery, hang in there, follow your doctor's orders, and know that it is well worth it in the end. The pain is temporary, the discomfort is temporary. Protect those drains and you will get through it great. I hope this helped.